Greetings! I'm not appearing on camera today, partly because it's impractical for the size of this instrument, and also not feeling all that well, so I don't want to necessarily show up on camera looking all stuffy. Anyway, I did some experiments with this. It's not plugged in now, so I took off the strings that were on here and tried to replace them with bass strings, standard bass strings. A couple different kinds, some thicker nickel metal ones. First I tried some thin stainless steel strings, the one I have on my blue bass, and they just wouldn't tune. Like by the time I got them to tension, they just wouldn't really hold a tune. Once they got to the E or whatever, just impossible to tune it. Don't know how else to say. You tune it up a little bit and it's way off, and like you tune it down a little bit, and even once you get it to E, it's just like, it's just, it doesn't sound good. So I figured it was a tension problem, so I tried a different set of strings, and that didn't work either. Luckily, this is a nice instrument. It's got a truss rod and everything. Didn't damage it. But I put the old strings back on. They're still working quite well. In fact, you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little indent on the strings, and they almost line up perfectly with where they were. They're not as bright as they used to be because I took them off and put them back on. But they're still pretty good. I'm going to have to do some more experimenting with the strings. But in the meantime, maybe I can show you some things of interest. Right now I'm holding this on my right knee, or my right leg, kind of thigh, the way I would normally hold a guitar. And for some things it works just fine. Particularly the finger style. But when I'm really getting in there, I pretty much have to cross my legs. Because otherwise, like, you're trying to do higher up stuff, and it kind of feels like you're giving the instrument a reach around. Like, it's not comfortable. But then, once you got it up on your knee, you can have more control. Of course, it's harder to film that way because then my knee's in the way. But for the most part, you can play pretty easily this way. It's just very, very small. It also sounds very good with some drumming. Find the right spots, like got some nice bass there, a little higher there, a little higher there, even higher there. Use some percussion, and you can use the reverb. So, that's little stuff I've learned about the U-bass, maybe some information that might help you if you are considering purchasing such an instrument. Goodbye, have a good day.